Well, the boarding pass is printed, and in about an hour and a half, I'm on my way back to Texas, which always makes me much happier than probably it should, but I'm glad to get back to Texas. I want to start off this boarding pass by saying how glad I am to announce that Secretary McHugh of the Secretary of the Army has announced that the recipients of the Purple Heart that got their Purple Heart at the ceremony for the shooting by the Hassan of our soldiers over 5 years ago, they will get all the benefits, including combat-related special compensation. This is the full benefits that are awarded to all Purple Heart recipients. This has been a long, hard fight. It's been over 5 years since I filed the first bill to get these folks these medals and these benefits. I want to thank Secretary McHugh for moving very fast on this issue, because it was a kind of a spoiler when we were having our ceremony last Friday that the press was reporting some compensation wouldn't be given. It will be given, and the Secretary has acted very, very rapidly on this, and we should congratulate him. I also want to congratulate the whole Texas delegation and over 300 members of Congress who supported this as we got to the final stage of trying to get it done. It's been a team effort up here on the Hill. Those don't happen very often, so that ought to tell the soldiers that got wounded and their families of the soldiers that got killed how both parties were very, very active in trying to get these benefits. And I want to thank all of those people, my colleagues and others, who helped me get this done. This week, to let us know what we've just finished up on, we had a Defense Subcommittee Health Program hearing in appropriations, where we discussed some of the proposals that are being made for changing health care. I would alert folks to keep an eye on this. We will be fighting to keep TRICARE safe. I can assure you that. But those things are a part of at least a plan that's been put together by a committee, and we will be keeping a close eye on this and trying our very best to protect the good health care that we promised our soldiers when they joined the military. We also had a ICE 2016 budget hearing on ICE, where I had a long conversation with the director of ICE about the fact that once again they have released criminal aliens into the American society without notifying our subcommittee, even though they had an order by the subcommittee as part of our last appropriations bill to give us a notice prior to releasing any criminal aliens. So we're not very happy right now with the folks at ICE, and we've given them a pretty tough talking to. We should get that report after the fact, which does us really no good. I'm tired of reading about that in the newspaper. I want them to give that to us so we have a chance to research it and make sure that they're not turning anybody loose in our neighborhood that could cause harm to ourselves or our families. Yesterday, everybody knows, was tax day. I hope it was painless, though it probably wasn't. But the good news is that we are taking a hard look at taxes on the Hill. We have passed 7 bills to stop the IRS from abusing people and in some ways simplify our tax code. There's a lot more work to be done on taxes. The better we simplify it, the better off we as the tax-paying American citizens will have it. And I think there's a will to do it, and I'm hopeful that we will continue down the trail of really modernizing our tax code and coming up with a better way to tax the American public than the huge room full of books that you have to study in order to do your taxes. One of the things I think has been a subject of my district since the day I got in Congress, we have once again passed out of the House a permanent abolition of the death tax, the estate tax. If the Senate will pass our bill and the President will sign it, we will eliminate the death tax for all time. One of the most ridiculous and abusive taxes has ever been come up by this body. I've been against it from the day I got here. I'll be against it till the end of my times, because it is a wrong tax. It shouldn't happen. We concluded this week with something that was a lot of fun, and first time I've done it, we did a video conference with the students of Eastview High School in Georgetown. This was the senior government class, and we were able to talk via modern media with the class, let them ask questions. It was fun. It was informative. I think we've put that out on alternative media. Join me and take a look at it. It's a lot of fun, and you'll be surprised at how smart the kids are that we're raising in our district. I hope to do that with other people in the future. That was a fun thing to do. So I'm on my way to Texas. I hope we get some rain, but not enough to keep me from landing in the great state. See you this weekend.